Hey, what's up guys, it's Dylan Warren here. Today I'm here with Ricky Glaser, pro skater, and today we are going to show you how to put the MBS all-terrain wheels on your own skateboard. Ricky's got his Ricky Glaser Pro model with Folklore. We've got the red all-terrain wheels looking super sick, and we're going to get stuck into it. So, Ricky, the first thing you need to do,
teach me,
is get your trucks and put them on your board.
Okay.
Now you'll notice these trucks have two riser pads. You can get a big riser pad online, or you could just get your own riser pads to create some space so your wheels fit on the board and don't rub against your deck. Does that make sense?
Yeah, cool.
So the first thing Ricky's going to do is put his trucks on. So Ricky, how did you get into skateboarding?
So I've been skating for a long time, like pretty much like 20 years.
Yeah.
And when I first sort of started, like I just liked all activities, you know, like gymnastics and just like running around, going crazy as a little kid. And then, you know, I sort of tried BMXing, blading, and then skating as well.
Yeah.
And then when I tried skating, I was like, oh yeah, like this is my thing, like this is it. And then pretty much ever since then, so I was like 8 years old. Ever since then, it's just been all about skating. I'm like stopped everything else basically. I used to do like athletics as well, like long jump.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, there's something to say about sports like mountain boarding and skateboarding and snowboarding is really rad because you're just riding for yourself and no one else.
Totally.
That's one of the reasons why I got into mountain boarding and skateboarding, because it's all dependent on you and how far you want to push yourself and how you want to demonstrate how you want to ride your board.
Exactly. I always gravitated more towards like individual type sports where like you are just doing it yourself and like you don't have to rely on going to the court or like other people in your team and just all stuff. It's like you just get to do it whenever you want without much organization.
Yeah, totally.
That's what I really like about skating. You know, I used to surf as well and that was fun, but like, you know, I had to get my parents to drive me to the beach and like you have to check the tide and stuff, and then like you have to paddle out and like it's just like so many things. Whereas skating, you just go out in front of your house and like try trick, you know, like
totally.
You can get a lot more like skate time in.
Yeah, and that's the best thing about well, that's what I like about mountain boarding is I snowboard as well, and the best thing about mountain boarding is you can just go out and ride a hill anywhere you want in your local town without having to drive 3-4 hours to the mountain and buy a snow pass, a lift pass. It's both skateboarding, dirtboarding, mountain boarding is so accessible and anyone can do it. So Ricky has lined up his trucks with his riser pads. He's obviously got his kingpin facing the middle of the board like you'd normally do with a skateboard. And just so you guys can get an idea, so with these ones we've got two riser pads, pretty generic riser pads, and you're just bolting them all together just to give you a bit of height on your deck. You can probably get these on Amazon, eBay, at your local skate shop, pretty easy. Ricky's screwing it in with a impact driver, but you guys can just use a screwdriver.
I never use these.
We're all learning something today, Ricky. Another important thing is you need longer hardware to allow the hardware to go through the riser pads and the trucks. You can't use your normal skate hardware because it won't be long enough.
Beautiful.
So tell me about this deck, Ricky. It's obviously a pro model. What size do you ride?
Yeah, so this is my pro model with Folklore skateboards. It's my second pro model. The second graphic of it.
What size is it?
Yeah, I ride 8-inch usually. You know, occasionally I mix it up, but for me, like my style of skating, like I don't usually skate too big stuff and I do more technical tricks, so like I like that it's a bit skinnier than what other people would ride.
If you're going to buy a skateboard for this, I'd recommend potentially getting something a bit wider, maybe like an 8.5 or something, just to help with having more room for your feet to go on riding off-road, a bit more stability.
For sure.
But the cool thing is with these wheels, you can literally just use, like Ricky is, an old skateboard that you have and put some all-terrain wheels on and you're good to go. You've got another board to ride. So Rick, what are you doing now? What's your day-to-day? How do you skate? What projects are you working on? What does it mean to be a pro skater?
Yeah, totally. So, you know, predominantly I'm like filming videos and shooting photos and those kinds of things rather than like going in competitions and that type of thing. But then I'm very active on social media too. You know, I do Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and just film all like skate related content and just try to film like really cool tricks and then release them in different ways.
Yeah. So you can obviously like be a professional skateboarder skating in competitions, but you can also do what you're doing where you're putting your own media out and promoting yourself that way.
Totally. And that's like what we were saying again, that's what I like a bit more. Like I never got into skating to go in competitions and stuff. It's like more just about like the purest form of skating and just like doing cool tricks and having fun with your friends and things like that.
Yeah, it's a really expression of self.
Totally.
I have the same sort of mindset. My whole mountain board career has been filming video parts and putting out cool content as opposed to doing so much competition. But I think competitions are very important in all sports because it helps build community and gives people something to work towards, but there's obviously a different route you can choose.
For sure. And you know, I used to go in a lot of competitions as a kid and it was really fun and like I made a lot of friends that I'm like still friends with now through the competitions.
Yeah.
And that was really cool. But you know, to me skating is like a lot of different things and what I like the most is just like really just like having fun and getting creative with it.
Yeah. And it sounds cliche, but it really is an art form and it's a cool way to express yourself. And Ricky does a lot of that in terms of like you're very creative with how you skate.
Totally. Thank you.
There's a really cool video of Ricky doing skipping rope and oiling over the skipping rope and
kickflip.
Yeah, different crazy things like that.
Yeah. It's fun to mix it up a bit, you know. When you've been skating for so long, like you gotta like keep it fresh somehow, you know.
Yeah,
you mix it up.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are the red 100mm MBS all-terrain wheels. These are nice and soft and they've got a cool tread on it, which you can see right there. It's got a bit of a tread. So this really helps give you grip when you're riding on gravel or dirt, and it's soft enough to take a bit of that absorption when you're riding over rough terrain. The extra 100mm, the bigger size wheel, really gets you going when you're riding off-road as opposed to a small skateboard wheel. So Ricky's gonna put some bearings in. Now you can just put normal skate bearings in, and we've got a little spacer here. So the bearing goes in first. Now this is a good trick. This is how we put in most skateboard wheels. All you need to do is put the bearing on top of the truck and push your wheel down on top of the bearing and it'll just slide in if you don't have a bearing press.
So these are 100mm.
100mm.
Perfect.
What size skateboard wheel do you skate?
Normally I ride 53, but I used to ride 52 and 54 and experiment a bit around.
Yeah.
But I found that I like 53 the most.
Yeah, so it's almost double, well it's double and a bit the size of a skateboard wheel, so it really makes a difference when you're riding off-road, through grass, through rocks, through gravel. So MBS make these in a couple of different colors. They do black, green, blue, red and orange. So you can definitely pimp out your ride. So Rick and I filmed a video with Braille skateboards recently. We went and rode the all-terrain wheels and a mountain board at Ace High Ranch here in Melbourne, and today we're filming another vlog for the MBS channel, so make sure you watch that after you watch this. How did you find the all-terrain skateboard?
Yeah, it was really fun.
For the first time.
I actually rode a little bit of one when I was a little kid, so it brought back some fun memories.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool, like, you know, you could never ride on such a grass surface with just small wheels, so like it really can like open up a lot of other like opportunities.
Yeah.
For different kinds of skating, you know, and like that's what's cool, is just to like keep mixing it up and like just enjoy different things.
Yeah. Alright, Rick's putting his last wheel on. We're all ready to rock and roll. We're gonna go check out this pump track and see what we can do.
Looks cool.
Ew. Oh yeah, let's go.
Look at the speed. What do you reckon? Should we start on the concrete?
Yep, we'll start on the concrete, see what it's like on the concrete, and then we'll take it to
progress.
the dirt track.
Yes, that's what I like to hear.
How do you think it'll go?
Ew, I think I'm going to be going fast, to be honest. Yeah, that one's pretty sick. It's pretty fun. Let's see how we go on the dirt this time. Alright, let's see if we can bring a street trick to the board. Let's go for a kickflip on the dirt.
Alright Ricky, you've done pretty well on the all-terrain skateboard so far, but can you drop in a cliff face?
Let's do it!
Woohoo! That was absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
You went so fast on
Yeah,
the
it's kind of scary.
Alright guys, so that's how you set up a MBS all-terrain wheel on a traditional skateboard. It looks so sick with the red.
Beautiful color scheme.
Yeah, fire.
Literally.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions about the MBS all-terrain wheel, write them in the comments below. But for now, we're gonna go ride this thing a bit more and do some mountain boarding. So make sure you click the videos coming up to see that new episode here on the MBS YouTube channel. And let's go get it, Rick.
Let's do it.